Butch Hartman, the man who literally shaped your childhood. Fairly OddParents, Danny Phantom, Tough Puppy. He's responsible for some of the most beloved cartoons of the last 2 decades. But what if I told you the same guy who created your favorite childhood memories has, well, fallen off? What if the creative genius behind Timmy Turner and Danny Phantom has turned into the same guy who could give James Cameron a run for his money in How to Lose Fans in record time? Stick around to find out how Hartman went from Nickelodeon's icon to public enemy #1. This is the fall of Butch Hartman. Honestly, I'm only covering this topic because I make a lot of Fairly OddParent videos, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, you'll see how that plays into this. So I felt it was only right to cover this topic. Let's roll back the clock and start with the good stuff. Before the controversies and the cringe, Hartman was untouchable. I mean, the Fairly OddParents debuted in 2001 and it was a massive hit. Timmy Turner and his magical, chaotic godparents were basically our lifelines on Saturday morning. And Danny Phantom? Come on. You know that theme song slaps harder than most things on Nickelodeon's lineup. You could catch anyone chanting, "Yo, Danny Phantom, he was just 14," on the playground. Hartman was responsible for creating characters that became memes before memes were even a thing. Doug Dimmadome? You still see people talking about the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome on Twitter today. Hartman had the golden touch. Every show he touched seemed to be a hit. But as with all great stories, things don't always stay perfect. And for Hartman, the cracks started to show when his biggest creation turned out not to be another great show, but his own ego. And that's when things got weird. If you thought the magic wand was broken, wait till you hear this. Hartman isn't just a creative mind apparently, he's a self-declared expert on personality traits. During a podcast, Hartman casually dropped the worst hot takes of 2018, saying that being an introvert is selfish. Yeah, you heard that right. According to Butch, if you're introverted, it's basically because you hate everyone and you just want to make everyone else uncomfortable. Seriously, Butch? Did Cosmo and Wando just poof that idea into your head? This comment left fans absolutely baffled. For someone whose entire career revolves around making people laugh and connect through TV, Butch managed to show his disconnect from his audience as a Nickelodeon live-action robot. But hey, it only gets better. If you thought saying introverts are selfish was bad, wait till we dive into what is absolutely a train wreck that was OAXIS Entertainment. Back in 2018, Hartman launched a Kickstarter to fund his so-called family-friendly streaming platform. Think Netflix, but you know, with less fun and more vague promises. Now here's where things really went south. OAXIS was advertised as a platform for safe, family-friendly entertainment. Sounds harmless, but the problem? Butch just forgot to mention one tiny detail, and by tiny, I mean huge. Turns out OAXIS wasn't just family-friendly, but it was also designed to promote Christian values. Which, hey, if you're upfront about it, that's cool. But Butch, nah. He decided that he could pull a sneaky one on all of us. Imagine donating $100 thinking that you're supporting the next Danny Phantom, and instead you're getting a bunch of Jesus-themed content that nobody asked for. Fans felt betrayed, and rightfully so. They weren't backing a Bible study platform. They were expecting original shows from the creator of their childhood. Butch's failure to disclose the religious focus of the platform turned his Kickstarter into one of the most infamous crowdfunding flops of the decade. Many backers demanded refunds, and Hartman's reputation started to crumble faster than the ratings of Fairly OddParents live-action movie. Now, you would think after alienating half of his fan base, Butch would, you know, apologize or maybe chill out for a while? Nope. Instead, Hartman doubled down. Whenever anyone criticized him, whether it be about OAXIS or his bizarre comments on introverts, he responded with the grace of a YouTube comment section troll. Hartman famously said, "Do you know who you're dealing with?" in response to criticism. Like, dude, yeah, we do know. You're the guy who gave us Timmy Turner. We also know that doesn't mean you're above criticism. And speaking of criticisms, one of the most disturbing moments in this saga comes from his response to mental health. Hartman made a flippant comment about voice actress Tara Strong and the tragic death of Mary Kay Bergman, saying it was probably your fault. Like what? Joking about someone's suicide? That's not just insensitive, that's downright disgusting. No wonder fans started turning on him in droves after that. It didn't take long for the internet to catch wind of Butch Hartman's antics, and his fall from grace was almost as rapid as his rise to fame. Fans who grew up watching his shows now found themselves disgusted with his attitude and lack of accountability. Hartman has gone from being a beloved creator to a punchline, a meme of his own making. Even his social media presence became unbearable, with Butch constantly blocking anyone who dared to criticize him. Instead of addressing the very real concerns of his fans, he just built walls higher than the ones Timmy Turner's parents probably should have built to keep Dinkelbergs out. So what's up with Butch now? He's still trying to make OAXIS happen, despite the fact that it's been years with no real progress. Meanwhile, his reputation is pretty much in the Nickelodeon Hall of Shame, right next to that live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. We all remember that one. In the end, Butch Hartman's story is a cautionary tale. It's a reminder that being a successful creator doesn't make you invincible. Your audience can lift you up, but they can also tear you down if you're not honest, transparent, and respectful. Butchman had a gift for creating worlds we loved as kids, but in the end, it was his ego, lack of transparency, and insensitivity that led him to his downfall. Reminds me of Kanye West. And to anyone else that are trying to ride their past successes, remember, you're only as good as your last big hit. In this game, you can't rely on nostalgia forever. Wait, isn't my whole channel built on nostalgia? Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.